As far as just the OLLI classes in general, lifelong learning is a passion of mine. And in retirement, yeah, you can watch documentaries and you can read books, but to actually have the interaction and the ability to not only interact, but the faculty are phenomenal. They're either, they've had experience in secondary postgraduate kind of education, or they've had just phenomenal experience, and they bring that to you. And really, beyond the faculty, the people who take these classes are usually very experienced and very interested and add a lot to the discussion of the class. So it's exciting to get to have the conversations and listen to some of the input and experiences of the class participants as well.
The input from the class members is so enlightening that, I think the instructors appreciate it too, and if you're really lucky, you might have a friend that you can have that kind of interaction with. But, in the OLLI classes, it happens all the time.
It is the people, right? The instructors, I took a class on the Civil War, and I love the Civil War, and I think I know a lot about it. And this was a high school instructor from Rocky Mountain, I think. And oh my gosh, I learned so much in that class. But again, half of it from the students in the class who also loved it. So what people bring to learning, what other people bring in a group, I'm an ex-teacher, and I just think people in groups, it just ramps up the learning, right? So it's, for me, I have learned as much from the students as the instructors. It's very different than watching.
I think the point that I've been amazed at, besides the quality of the instructors here and remotely, is how much fun they are. I mean, there's an energy that occurs even online where there's a play back and forth with humor so much that it's like, well, did you think about this? Even on the brain health one, well, I hadn't thought about that. And then people laugh and I don't know, they play off each other. There's an energy that's just incredible. So that's a reason for it. And then if I found I really loved something, I would say, is there additional reading? And these people had additional reading.
Especially this semester this whole year, was that it was such a lifeline for me during COVID.
Yes.
I really miss getting to see people and just talking to people. But it also, so that was fabulous. But then also it pushes me to be more mentally stimulated. It pushes me to actually read things that normally I would want to read, but I put off, or that I'd like to study, but I don't get to on my own. And then also with the art classes, it's really, really pushes me on the creativity, and it keeps me working on things. So, and I find that if I'm not in a class that's an art class, I don't work on my art as much. And so I find that it really does motivate me, just like being in a classroom.
Sometimes people who are reluctant to do this, they're like, well, I'm afraid, I don't want to talk. I mean, I just want to listen. And, and that's okay too. I mean, I think a lot of, some of the classes are really more of a lecture type thing, and you listen and learn things. Others are more interactive, but if someone is afraid they're going to be put on the spot to talk, not like us, all of us like talking.
All up in front.
But, I think that's a point to get across to people too.
Sure. I perceive the OLLI or OSHER classes as active. Whereas if you take, listen to documentaries or, take some of the great conversations things or whatever, they're very passive. But I think in these classes, we really, whether we want to or not, become involved. And I see that as a great